There you go now, fellas. Here we go with something really unusual. Mayday Hills, 100% Brettanomyces ale, fermented with blackberries. What I liked about it, 6.5%, or 8.5%. Looks like an 8. It might be a 6. Oh no. Alright, we've got blackberry beer. This is made by, what are they called? Bridge Road Brewers. And this is like brewed in wooden casks, I think. It's a specialty side of the brewing. Yeah, I'll read it out to you. Mayday Hills is a farmhouse beer project from Bridge Road Brewers. These beers are fermented in traditional wooden foeder, F-O-E-D-E-R, don't know if I'm saying that right, tanks, and reflect our local township and surrounding region, Mayday Hills. Well, there you go. They're brewed in-house, independently family owned. I've been to the brewery in Beechworth, and it's great. We had lunch there, and we did the tastings, and we bought some beers as well to take away. It was great. So, you're up Beechworth way, go and drop in and see the boys. Mayday Hills, I haven't seen any of these before. This is new to me. But anyway, cheers. Looks good. Another unfiltered one. Okay. It's really unusual. I was expecting this huge blackberry hit, but it's very subtle. It's actually quite good. Wow. It's more like a beer with a subtle infusion of blackberry. And the beer is good. And it's got flavour and it's got a bit of grunt, unfiltered. Not too bad. Alright. Yeah, well, that's a different one. Something I probably wouldn't pick usually. But I don't mind a bit of cherry beer or raspberry beer, like the Belgian people make. I was quite, over 7 months in Europe, spent a lot of time in southern Holland, and that's what we'd have, the little shot of cherry beer, and that just made the pills at the end of the night. You could have quite a few more. You know, sometimes we'd go to the pub in winter about 1 o'clock in the arvo, you know, just after lunch, and you drop into the pub. You sometimes have a coffee and sit there, maybe blow one and kick back for a minute. A few other people rolling up. Next minute some good music was on. Yeah, okay, we're into the beers, and you know, by 2 o'clock you're drinking beers, and then you're finishing about 3 in the morning. And what you do is you whiz off and have a bit of lunch, a bit of dinner, and snacks. Vic's Mates Dutch takeaway joint. Eat horse stew with French fries and mayonnaise. Oh, it was to die for. In winter, oh, it was so good. He was famous. When I was in Holland about 4 years ago, he was still alive. A few of the locals told me they still see him. That was great. Vic's Mates. He was like almost #1 takeaway shop in Holland. It was awesome. Back in 85, 86. Oh, they were the days. Those lumpias he used to have as well, they were great. Oh, it's just the awesome. Thanks for it coming. Alright, good one. Yeah, good one, Mayday Hills. That's a really nice beer with that. Look, I used to pick blackberries as a kid. And you'd get those really huge ones, and they were ripe as, and you'd pick them and just woof them down. You wouldn't take those ones home. Yeah, you'd end up eating about 60. Yeah, it's pretty good. The old blackberries. Alright, I better leave you with the blackberry prickly moment. I've got some at home and I'm not liking them. I've got to poison them. I haven't used poison in my life in any of the houses I've lived in. And I feel I've just got to hit the poison out there on the blackberries. It's sort of, yeah, it's like that. Anyway, we'll do it. Cheers, everyone.